My beloved child, listen closely to my words, for they are spoken not to the crowd, but to you. Yes, you, my precious one. I have waited for this moment to speak gently into your heart, to remind you of things you have forgotten, and to awaken in you the peace that has long been buried beneath the noise of this world. I am here. I have always been here. You may not always feel me, you may not always see my hand, but I have never once turned away from you. I see the road you have walked. I see the years that have passed behind you, some filled with joy and laughter, and others with tears that only I have witnessed. You have carried much upon your shoulders, more than many could ever know. Yet even when you thought you walked alone, it was I who walked beside you. Every silent tear that fell I caught, every weary sigh I heard. Every time you whispered, "God, are you still there?" I was closer than your breath. My child, you are not forgotten. You are not unseen. You are not unloved. You are mine. Before you drew your first breath, I knew you. Before the world named you, I called you by name. I shaped you in love and placed within you a piece of my own spirit. You were never meant to wander through life feeling lost or unworthy. I made you because I desired your presence, your laughter, your voice, your very being. The world has told you many things. It has told you to rush, to worry, to prove yourself, to fear the future. It has told you that your worth depends on what you have done or what you own. But I tell you the truth, my child, your worth has never changed. It is not measured by the years gone by your mistakes, or by the things that have been taken from you. Your worth was sealed the moment I breathed life into you. I know that sometimes you look back and wish you had done things differently. You remember words you wish you had not spoken, choices you wish you could change, or people you wish you could see again. And in the quiet of your heart, you carry regrets like stones in your pocket. But hear me now, my beloved, I do not look at you through the eyes of regret. I look at you through the eyes of love. I see the lessons you learned, the strength you gained, and the way your heart still beats with faith even when it trembles. You are growing still even now. There are moments when you wonder why I allowed certain things to happen, why the path was hard, why the people you loved had to go, why prayers seemed unanswered. I know how those questions have weighed on you. But remember, my child, I do not waste pain. Every trial has a purpose. Every tear has a reason. You may not see it now, but one day when the light shines fully, you will understand how every thread of sorrow was woven into a greater design. You see only the small picture before you, but I see the whole tapestry. I see where every strand connects, where every sorrow meets redemption, and where every broken piece becomes something whole and beautiful. Nothing in your life has been meaningless. Nothing has been lost beyond my reach. Even the things that broke you, I am using to build you. You may feel weary. You may look at the world around you and wonder where goodness is gone. You see confusion, anger, and fear spreading like clouds, and you wonder if light can still break through. But hear me now, my child, I have not abandoned this world. I have not turned away from my creation. My spirit still moves through hearts, through acts of kindness, through prayers whispered in the night. The world may grow darker, but my light grows stronger still. You are part of that light. Every time you forgive when it is hard, every time you show compassion, every time you choose peace over anger, you shine with the reflection of my love. Do not underestimate the power of your gentle heart. In a world that shouts, kindness is a holy whisper. In a time of fear, faith is a quiet flame that can ignite hope in others. I know that some days feel heavy. You wake and feel the ache of years, the weight of time, and the uncertainty of what lies ahead. You wonder what more there is for you now. But my child, do you not know that every day you breathe, I have purpose for you? As long as there is breath in your lungs, there is something I am still doing through you. It may not be loud or grand, but it is holy. A single prayer from your lips can change a heart. A single word of love can lift another soul. You are never too old, too tired, or too late for me to work through you. My miracles are not measured by age or strength, but by willingness. If you open your heart, I can do great things through even the simplest act. You see weakness, I see surrender. You see limitation, I see opportunity. You see the end, I see a new beginning. So do not be afraid of the days ahead. Do not fear what tomorrow brings, for I am already there. I go before you to prepare the way. I walk beside you to hold your hand. I follow behind you to guard your steps. And when you feel you can no longer move forward, I will carry you. You have never walked a single step without me. Listen closely, my child, for I am speaking now to your heart. I want you to rest. Rest from worry, rest from guilt. Rest from the voices that tell you you're not enough. You are enough, because I am enough within you. You do not have to strive to earn my love. You already have it, freely, completely, forever. Nothing you do can make me love you more, and nothing you fail to do can make me love you less. My love for you is not fragile. It does not fade with time or falter when you stumble. It is steady and eternal, the same yesterday, today, and forever. When you fall, I do not turn away, I reach down to lift you. When you doubt, I do not grow angry. I whisper truth into your confusion. When you walk through the valley, I walk with you in the shadow, and I will bring you safely to light again. So now, as you listen, let my words sink deep into your spirit. Let them heal what has been hurting and renew what has been weary. For this is not a message of condemnation, it is a message of love. I am not calling you to fear, but to peace. I am not calling you to perfection, but to presence, mine and yours together. Be still now, my child. You do not have to prove yourself to me. You only have to listen, for I am speaking to you, not to judge you, but to remind you of who you are. You are my beloved. You are chosen. You are forgiven. You are not too far gone, not too broken, not too small. You are everything I intended you to be when I formed you in the quiet of eternity. And now, my child, as I speak these words, open the door of your heart. Let my light enter those places that have long been dark. For I am not here to take from you, but to give peace, comfort, hope, and the assurance that you are never alone. You are mine and I am yours. This truth will never change. My beloved child, now that your heart is still and your spirit is quiet before me, let us walk together in reflection. I want you to look back not with fear or regret, but with understanding and peace. For your life, every season of it, has been a story written with my hand, a story of love, endurance, and grace. You have seen many dawns and sunsets. You have watched days pass quickly and years drift gently away. Some memories make your heart smile, while others bring tears to your eyes. But I want you to know that every moment has mattered to me. The days you laughed, I rejoiced with you. The nights you wept, I stayed beside you. The moments you thought were ordinary were often the ones that touched eternity. You see, my child, time is different to me. You measure life in years, but I measure it in love. I do not count the number of days you have lived. I count the moments you have loved, forgiven, shown kindness, and reached out when no one else would. For those are the moments that shine like stars in the heavens, eternal and unforgotten. There were times you thought you failed, times when your strength was not enough, and you felt the weight of weakness press heavily upon you. But did you not notice that in those very moments I was nearest to you? When you could no longer stand, I held you up. When you thought you were breaking, I was building something inside you, something stronger, purer, and more beautiful. You may not see it yet, but every wound that once hurt you deeply has left behind a mark that I can use for good. The scars upon your heart are not signs of defeat, but signs of survival, signs of faith, signs that you chose to keep walking even when it was hard. Do not despise your scars, my child. They tell the story of how far you have come, and they remind heaven that you never gave up. I know the world around you has changed. You have seen generations come and go. You have watched the old ways fade and new ways rise. Sometimes you look at the world now and wonder where gentleness has gone, why people rush, why they forget kindness, why hearts seem colder than before. But I want you to understand something very important. Even when the world grows dark, light has not disappeared. It only shines more quietly, through hearts like yours that still believe in goodness. You carry wisdom within you that this world desperately needs. The lessons of patience, humility, and gratitude that you have learned through your years are treasures of heaven. Do not believe that your season has passed. No, my child, your words, your prayers, your very presence, these are seeds that still bring life. When you share a story from your past, when you encourage someone younger, when you pray for someone who never even knows your name, you are still doing my work. And I see it. Every small act of love is noticed in heaven. The world may overlook you, but I never do. For in the quietness of your heart I see the glow of faith that has endured through storms, losses, and disappointments. That faith is precious to me, more than gold or silver. There are things I want you to understand deeply, my child. You were not created merely to survive. You were created to live, to feel, to grow, to love, and to become more like me. Life is not only about the things you see, it is also about the unseen, the eternal. Every prayer you have ever spoken, Even the ones you thought no one heard reached my heart. Not one has been lost. Some answers came quickly, others are still unfolding. But trust this, none have been ignored. When you prayed for someone long ago and saw no change, know that your prayer is still alive. It moves through time in ways you cannot yet see. My answers are not always instant, for I work not only in moments, but in hearts, in generations, in eternity. Your faith, your hope, your perseverance, they are shaping lives you may never meet in this world, but will one day greet in the light of heaven. You have wondered why I sometimes stay silent. You have looked up at the sky and said, "Lord, where are you? Why don't you speak?" And I say to you now, my child, I have been speaking all along, through the sunrise that touched your window, through the gentle voice that whispered peace to your mind, through the friend who called when you felt alone, through the strength that rose within you when you thought you had none left. I am always speaking, but my voice is gentle, and the world's noise often drowns it out. That is why I call you often into stillness. In stillness you will find me. In quiet moments, when you pause to breathe and listen, you will hear the soft rhythm of my presence in your soul. I am not distant. I am closer than you think, closer than your heartbeat, nearer than your breath. You do not need to shout for me to hear you. You need only whisper, and I am there. My child, think back on the times you were most afraid. Remember the moments you thought you would not make it through. Yet here you are. You survived every storm. You are still standing, still believing, still seeking me. That is not coincidence. That is my hand upon your life. I have carried you through every valley, lifted you over every mountain, and walked beside you through every shadow. Do you remember when you thought your heart would never heal? Yet time passed, and slowly the wound closed. You began to smile again, to find joy again. That was me breathing new life into your spirit. You see, my child, healing is not forgetting. It is learning that love is stronger than pain, and that my grace can turn sorrow into wisdom. There are things I have done for you that you do not even know. Times I protected you from danger you never saw. Times I delayed something you wanted because I was preparing something better. Times I let you walk through difficulty because it was shaping the person you needed to become. Nothing I do is wasted. Every event, every delay, every blessing, every hardship, it all works together in the harmony of my divine plan. You may think your life is ordinary, but to me it is extraordinary. Every choice to love, to forgive, to keep faith, those are miracles. You have lived through years that others could not. You have carried burdens that others would not understand. You have faced disappointments and yet refused to let bitterness win. That, my child, is strength. And it comes not from your own power, but from my spirit within you. When you look in the mirror and see the lines upon your face, see them not as signs of aging, but as marks of wisdom. Each one tells a story of survival, of joy, of prayer, of laughter, of endurance. You have lived, and that living has glorified me more than you know. And now I want you to remember this truth. Life does not end when your body grows tired. It continues beyond the veil of this world, into a beauty and peace you cannot yet imagine. What you see now is only the shadow. What is coming is the light. You are moving toward me step by step, day by day. Do not fear the future. It is not an end, but a homecoming. So rest in this reflection, my child. Look at your life not through the lens of loss, but through the lens of love. See how far you've come. See how faithful I have been. I have written your story with care, and I am not finished yet. You are still in the middle of my plan, still in the center of my love. And as you rest in this understanding, let your heart open wider. Let the past no longer weigh you down. Let forgiveness fill the places that once held regret. For I am here, and I am doing something new within you even now. The years ahead are not empty, they are full of purpose, waiting for you to walk with me through them. My precious child, now that you have reflected on your journey, let me fill your heart with encouragement. I do not wish for you to look back and feel sorrow. I want you to look ahead and feel hope. For even now I am writing new chapters in your story, chapters of peace, strength, and quiet joy. What you think is the end, I see as a beginning. You may look at your life and see what has been lost, but I look and see what remains. I see the faith that has stood through trials, the compassion that has grown through pain, and the wisdom that shines like a light for those who walk behind you. You are not finished, my child. You are still becoming the person I designed you to be. Do not think that the best of your life is behind you. The world may tell you that your time of purpose is past, that you have given all you can. But I tell you, as your Creator and your Father, there is still much for you to do. Your hands may not move as swiftly, but your prayers move mountains. Your voice may be softer, but it carries the power of heaven when you speak love, truth, or comfort. Never underestimate what I can do through a willing heart. You see, my child, I do not measure greatness by strength or speed or the things the world admires. I measure greatness by faithfulness, by love, by the quiet courage to keep believing even when the way is unclear. You have been faithful in much, and I am pleased with you. You may not have realized it, but through all the seasons of your life, you have been a living message of my grace. Do not think your prayers are small. When you whisper the name of someone you love, when you pray for peace in your home or healing for the hurting, heaven listens. Angels move when you pray. My spirit moves through your words, even the ones that tremble with tears. I have stored every prayer in my heart, and not one will return empty. There are people right now who are standing because you prayed. There are hearts that have found comfort because your faith released my blessing upon them. Even when you do not see results, trust that your prayers are alive, moving like ripples across time. You have done more for my kingdom than you know. I want you to lift your eyes now, my child. Lift them from the weight of the past, from the burdens you were never meant to carry. Lift them from fear and doubt. Look toward me. I am your strength. I am your provider. I am your peace. Do not be afraid of the days ahead, for I go before you. I know what tomorrow holds, and I hold you in the center of it. I know the worries that visit your mind in the quiet hours, the thoughts about your health, your family, the world, the future. You wonder what will happen when you are no longer here, or how those you love will continue. Let me ease that burden. My child, those you love are also mine. The same hands that have carried you will carry them. I have plans for each one of them, plans greater than you can imagine. You do not need to control the future, you only need to trust me with it. When you grow tired, rest in me. When you grow afraid, lean on me. When you feel unsure, remember that I am certain. I never change, and my promises never fail. You are safe in my care. Nothing that happens in this world can separate you from my love, not sickness, not loss, not even death. My love is stronger than all these things. Do you remember the times you felt peace when you should have felt panic? That was me. Remember the times you found joy in simple moments. A bird singing outside your window, a grandchild's laughter, a friend's call at just the right time. That was me too. I am woven into the small blessings of your days. I am in every bit of beauty that touches your heart. So do not let your heart grow heavy with what you cannot change. Instead, fill it with gratitude for what you still have. Gratitude opens the door for peace to enter. Each day, find something to thank me for. It may be something small, a breath, a sunrise, a memory, but gratitude will keep your spirit young. When you give thanks, light fills the room of your heart, and darkness cannot stay. And know this, my child, you are never alone. When you sit quietly and feel that stillness around you, that is not emptiness, it is my presence. When you speak softly to me, even with few words, I hear. When you cannot speak at all and only sigh, I understand. I am the friend who never leaves, the father who never forgets, the comforter who never sleeps. There will be moments when you feel that your strength is gone, but that is when my strength will rise within you. When you feel weak, do not despair, for my power is made perfect in weakness. When you feel tired, do not give up, for I will renew you like the morning renews the earth. And when you feel small, remember that I delight in using what seems small to show my greatness. You do not need to do great things to please me. You only need to love greatly. Every act of kindness you give, every word of encouragement, every prayer said in faith, all these are treasures that I hold dear. Heaven is built upon such moments, so keep your heart soft, my child. Keep forgiving even when it is hard. Keep loving, even when it is not returned. Keep hoping, even when the world seems dark. For in doing these things you are walking in my likeness. The world needs your light, your gentle, steadfast, faithful light. There are people watching you, learning from your example even now. They may not say it, but they see your patience, your peace, your quiet strength, and they are inspired. You are a witness of my faithfulness. You show them what it means to trust me even when life is uncertain. You show them that peace is not the absence of trouble, but the presence of God. Do not be discouraged by what you cannot do. Celebrate what you still can. You can pray. You can speak words of kindness. You can share your story. You can forgive. You can love. These are the greatest works of all, for they are the works of the heart, and I dwell in the heart that loves. My beloved, I want you to walk through each day with peace. Do not rush. Do not fear. I will guide your steps gently, as a shepherd leads his flock. When you awake, whisper my name and know that I am near. When you lie down to rest, let go of worry and let my presence be your comfort. I am watching over you. The night is not dark to me. I see you, I protect you, and I bless you. You are my precious child, and I am proud of you. You have endured much and yet kept your faith. You have walked through fire and emerged refined like gold. You have loved through pain and continued to believe in goodness. That is what pleases me. So lift your heart, my child. Let laughter rise again, even softly. Let peace dwell where fear once lived, for I am with you. Not far away, not sometimes, but always. My spirit lives within you, and I will never leave you. You are not walking toward darkness. You are not walking toward loss, but toward fullness. Every step you take now is leading you closer to my heart, closer to the everlasting home I have prepared for you, a place with no tears, no pain, no sorrow. But until that day, I want you to live fully, to love deeply, and to rest daily in my presence. Be strong, my child, be at peace. You are loved more than you can comprehend. My arms are around you, my hand is upon you. My eyes are always watching over you. And my love, it will never ever let you go. My beloved child, now that your heart has been strengthened with comfort and filled with peace, I must speak to you of things that are very important, things that many in this world have forgotten. Listen carefully, for I speak not to frighten you, but to awaken you, to help you walk safely and wisely in these final days of time. The world you see around you is changing swiftly. The values that once stood firm are being shaken. Love is growing cold in many hearts, and truth is being hidden beneath confusion. I do not say this to make you afraid, but to remind you to stay close to me. For when the winds of the world blow fiercely, only those who hold tightly to my hand will stand firm. There are many voices in the world, my child. They speak loudly, promising happiness, power, and pleasure. But not all voices lead to peace. Some lead to distraction, others to darkness. You must learn to recognize my voice among them, the quiet one that speaks to your spirit, that calls you to love, forgiveness, humility, and truth. My voice never stirs pride, anger, or fear. It brings calm, clarity, and conviction born of love. Do not follow the noise of the world. Do not be deceived by those who claim to speak in my name but do not show my heart. Many will come saying, I am sent by God, and yet they bring division, fear, and greed. But I have not sent them. The fruit of my Spirit is always the same: love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. Wherever these are missing, I am not there. The enemy of your soul is clever. He does not always come with obvious evil. Sometimes he comes clothed in light, speaking soft words that sound good but lead hearts away from me. That is why I call you to stay close, to pray daily, to fill your heart with my word. When you know my truth, you will not be deceived by lies. My child, you live in a time when many have forgotten me. They chase after things that will not last. They trade eternal treasures for temporary pleasures. They fill their days with noise, their minds with distraction, and their hearts with worry. They do not pause to listen, to seek me, or to love one another. But you, my beloved, are called to be different. Do not let the world pull you away from what is sacred. Keep your heart pure and your eyes fixed on heaven. Do not let bitterness, anger, or resentment take root in you. These are poisons to the soul. Forgive quickly. Love freely. Speak truth gently. You are my child, and you are called to reflect my light even when the world grows dark. I know you sometimes feel weary when you see injustice, hatred, and corruption spreading. You wonder why I do not act sooner, why evil seems to go unpunished. But I tell you, nothing escapes my sight. I am patient, not because I am blind, but because I am merciful. I wait, giving hearts time to turn, giving souls a chance to repent. But my patience will not last forever. The day will come when I will bring all things into light. Every hidden act, every word spoken in secret, every thought of the heart. Nothing will be lost or ignored. This is why I call you my child, to live ready, not in fear but in faith. Keep your lamp burning, keep your heart open and your hands clean. Do not let your love grow cold, even when the world mocks your faith. I see your faithfulness, and it brings joy to heaven. I must tell you this truth, for I love you deeply. Many are sleeping. They have grown comfortable in the ways of this world. They think there is still time to turn their hearts to me, but they do not see how near the hour truly is. The signs are all around, the confusion of nations, the trembling of the earth, the rise of selfishness and cruelty, the loss of compassion. These are the birth pains of a world that is nearing its renewal. Do not be discouraged by what you see, for I have already overcome the world. The darkness will not win, the fire will not consume you. My light will shine in the hearts of those who remain faithful to the end. You must not give up hope, no matter how troubled the days become. Remember what I told you, I am with you always, even to the end of the age. Let your heart be watchful, my child, not fearful, watchful. Be alert to what matters most. The enemy will try to distract you with worries, arguments, or empty pursuits. But you must guard your peace. The simplest acts, prayer, kindness, humility, compassion, are more powerful than all the noise of the world. When you choose love instead of anger, you resist evil. When you choose to forgive, you defeat darkness. Do not let your heart grow hard. In these times, many will build walls to protect themselves, but I call you to build bridges. Reach out to those who are lost, broken, or afraid. Let them see me through your gentleness and your patience. The world is not healed through power, but through love, the kind of love that does not seek its own, that forgives 70 times 7, that endures all things. My child, I want you to understand something very important. True holiness is not found in perfection, but in direction. It is not about never falling, but about turning back to me every time you do. Stay humble before me, and I will lift you up. When you stumble, do not hide from me. Come quickly into my presence. My mercy is greater than your mistakes, but do not take my grace lightly. Many treat my forgiveness as permission to live carelessly, but that is not love. If you truly know me, you will desire to walk in truth. You will not seek perfection on your own strength, but you will seek to please me because you love me. Let your choices reflect your faith. Let your words bring peace, not harm. Let your heart stay pure even when the world around you is not. There will be voices that tell you, it doesn't matter how you live, God understands. Yes, I understand. I understand how easily your heart can be led astray. That is why I warn you, because I love you too much to let you walk into harm. Sin is not freedom, it is a chain, and every chain pulls the heart further from peace. But if you turn to me, even after years of wandering, I will break those chains and make you new again. This world will not last forever. The things you see, the wealth, the fame, the noise, will fade like dust in the wind. But what you do for love will never fade. What you do in faith will stand forever. Do not store treasures where moth and rust destroy. Store them in heaven, where no thief can steal and no decay can reach. So I give you this guidance, my beloved: walk humbly, love deeply, pray constantly, be patient with others, for I have been patient with you. Keep your words kind and your thoughts pure. Speak truth, but always in love. And when you do not know what to do, simply ask me. I will guide you. My spirit will whisper to your heart and show you the right way. The time is short, but my grace is abundant. The days may grow darker, but my light within you will never dim. You are the lamp I have placed in this generation. Shine even if your light seems small, for even one flame can guide a soul through the darkness. My child, this is not a time for fear. It is a time for faith. It is a time for hearts to awaken, for souls to return to their first love, for those who have wandered to come home. Tell others what you know. Share my love. Be a voice of peace in a world of noise. I have chosen you to stand not in your strength, but in mine. So, do not grow weary in doing good. Keep walking with me step by step. Day by day I will strengthen you, sustain you, and bring you safely through every trial. Hold on to hope. Hold on to me. For the time is coming when all tears will be wiped away, and every sorrow will be turned into song. Until then, keep your heart steady, your faith firm, and your love alive. My beloved child, now as you have listened and your heart has been opened, I want you to rest in my presence and let my words settle deep within your soul. You have heard my comfort, my reflection, my encouragement, and my warning. Now hear this, my promise, my blessing, and my unending love for you. You have walked through many seasons of life, and still you stand. That is not by chance, it is by my grace. The very breath that fills your lungs right now is a reminder that your story is still being written. I am not finished with you yet. There is more light to shine through you, more love to pour from you, more souls to be touched because you lived faithfully. My child, the journey you have walked has not been easy, but it has been sacred. Every trial, every tear, every joy, every loss, all have been part of the shaping of your soul. You may not understand it all, But know this, I have never wasted one moment of your life. Every chapter has a purpose, and when you reach the end of the story, you will see how beautifully every line connects. When you stood in the dark and could not see the path ahead, I was guiding your steps one at a time. When you felt alone, I was whispering your name. When you cried in the quiet of the night, I was collecting your tears and turning them into blessings. You have never been unseen, you have never been unloved, and you have never walked one step outside of my care. Now, my child, I want you to lift your eyes once more, not to what is past, but to what is coming. A new day is dawning in your spirit. You may not see it yet, but light is breaking through. The things that once burdened you are loosening their hold. The worries that once kept you restless are fading away, replaced by my peace. Be still now and breathe. Feel my presence around you. I am here, closer than the wind on your face, nearer than the beat of your heart. When you cannot see me, trust that I am working. When you cannot feel me, believe that I am holding you still. When everything seems uncertain, remember that I am the same yesterday, today, and forever. I know the questions that sometimes stir in your heart. Why did this happen? Why did they leave? Why do I feel this ache inside even after so many years? My child, some answers will not be given in this life because they are too heavy for the world to hold. But in the next life, when you are with me in the fullness of my light, you will understand. Every pain will make sense in the glory of what it created in you. Every sorrow will reveal the depth of the love it carried. You are not moving toward an ending. You are moving toward completion, toward home. Heaven is not far, it is closer than you think. One day when your time in this world is done, you will close your eyes in this life and open them in mine. And there I will be, waiting with open arms, saying, "Welcome home, my beloved. You have finished well." Until that day, live each moment as a gift. Make each one count with love. Speak kindly. Forgive quickly. Laugh freely. Pray often. Give thanks for the small things, for they are often the greatest blessings in disguise. When you rise in the morning, thank me for another day to shine my light. When you lie down at night, thank me for another day of grace. Gratitude will keep your spirit glowing, and peace will follow wherever you go. I know that sometimes you grow tired of the battles, of sickness, of loneliness, of worry, of the weight of years. But remember this, you are not fighting alone. Every breath you take is filled with my strength. Every sunrise is my promise that I am not done working through you. Your prayers still move heaven. Your faith still changes hearts. Your love still reaches farther than you can see. When you feel forgotten, whisper my name, and you will feel me near. When you feel unworthy, remember that I chose you long before you ever knew me. When you feel weak, remember that my power is made perfect in your weakness. You do not need to be strong all the time. You only need to be willing. Let me carry you when your legs grow tired. Let me comfort you when your heart feels heavy. You were never meant to bear the weight of this life alone. The world around you may seem broken, but I am still working. Where you see chaos, I see creation being reborn. Where you see endings, I see beginnings. Where you see loss, I am planting seeds of redemption. Nothing is beyond my reach. Nothing is beyond my healing. Trust me, my child, even when you cannot trace my hand. Trust my heart. You have done well. You may not feel like it, but you have. The world may not have seen your quiet faith, but I have seen it. Every prayer, every act of kindness, every moment you chose love over bitterness. They shine like jewels before my throne. You have touched more lives than you know, and your faith has built bridges that will last beyond this world. So now, as you walk the days that remain, walk not in fear, but in peace. You are walking toward everlasting joy. You are walking toward reunion with those you have loved and lost. You are walking toward the home I have prepared for you. A place with no pain, no tears, no loneliness. There laughter will fill the air like music, and love will never fade. You will see the faces you have missed, and together you will understand what I have been doing all along. But until that day comes, remain faithful. Continue to be a light. Speak my words when I nudge your heart. Tell others of my love, not with heavy preaching, but with simple kindness. The world listens more to love than to words. Be that love. Be the reflection of my heart in every place I send you. And when you feel the ache of the world's heaviness, remember this truth: you are not of this world. You are only passing through. Your true home is with me, where peace flows like a river and time is no more. Do not cling to what fades. Hold fast to what lasts. Faith, hope, and love. I am proud of you, my child. You have endured storms with grace. You have walked through fire and come forth refined. You have doubted, yes, but still you prayed. You have fallen, yes, but still you rose. You have questioned, yes, but still you believed. That is what faith truly is, not never falling, but always returning to me. So now, breathe deeply and rest. Rest in the knowledge that you are mine. Rest in the comfort that I will never leave you. Rest in the promise that everything will be made right in the end. You do not need to fear what is to come, for the same hand that has carried you this far will carry you home. When you look at the stars, remember I set them in place, and yet I know each one by name, just as I know you. When you see the sunrise, remember, I made that light to remind you that every night ends. When you hear the wind, remember it is my whisper saying, I am here. My child, I love you. That is the beginning and the end of all things. You are my masterpiece, my joy, my beloved creation. And when the days grow dark, let that love be your lantern. When your strength runs low, let that love be your song. And when your heart feels empty, let that love fill you once again. This message, these words you have heard, are not just for this moment. They are for every moment to come. Let them stay with you. Let them speak to you when you wake, comfort you when you sleep, and remind you that I am always near. And when tomorrow comes, come back to me again. Sit with me once more. Listen to my voice again. For each day I have a new word for you, a new blessing, a new comfort, a new truth to guide your heart. I will meet you here again, my beloved, and together we will walk hand in hand through the days that remain. Until then, go in peace. Carry my love with you wherever you go. Let it be the light that guides your steps and the warmth that fills your heart. You are mine, now and forever. I bless you, my child. I cover you with my protection, my grace, and my endless love. Rest now. Be still, and hear me whisper once more. I am with you always. And when you are ready, come back tomorrow, my beloved, for I will be waiting to speak again, to give you another word of peace, another message of love, another reminder that you are never alone.